What is going on, everybody? Blaze over here at Blue Chip Athletic Club, and today we're talking to you guys about a little mobility and working set that you can do pretty much anywhere that you just have access to a dumbbell. First things first, we're going to get into a little bit of a mobility warm-up to start. So I'm going to set my dumbbell here off to the side, and I'm going to lay down here on a mat, taking up whatever real estate that you need. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to lay on my right side, and I'm going to put my hands out basically right in front of me like so, and have my knees about 90 degrees here. Next, I'm basically just going to I'm on my right shoulders down, my left hand's on top. I'm going to bring my left hand all the way up and over. Oh, nice and slow and easy. And this is going to be just a quick T-spine opener. My left hand's coming all the way out, opening up, and back. I'm going to work through both sides here. I like to go about 45 seconds of work, 15 seconds of rest. But if one side is a little tighter than the other, don't be afraid to give it a little bit more time. Oh, yep. After that side, I'm going to switch. So just so that you can see, I'm going to do a little butt spin here, flip over to the other side. And now again, knees are going to be up almost in like a cannonball shape. Hands are going to be together, and I'm going to come up, open up here. And now I've got to contend with my bench that I didn't move out of the way. But we're going to keep going anyway. Oh, baby. Nice crack out of the back. And you're just going to work again. 45 seconds on, 15 seconds off. If one side's a little tighter than the other, don't be afraid to give it a little bit more attention. Next, we're going to get ourselves into a standing wall slide. The way this is going to work, I'm going to bring my arms back behind me, almost like I have a pencil right here between my shoulder blades. The key is to kind of bring your hands back really, really far, almost like you're pinching that pencil together. You're not going to let it drop. Next, you're going to basically just throw your hands up nice and high and then bring them down. And the goal is to keep your palms back, your elbows back, your whole body really, really back. Keep your back engaged and then slide your hands up. Now, if you have access to a wall, hence the name wall slide, you can go put your back against that wall nice and flat, throw your arms back, and the goal is to keep your wrist, your shoulder, and your elbow all in contact with the wall the whole time. So again, after the wall slides, 45 seconds, or if you need a little bit more time, don't be afraid to take it. The next thing we're going to get into is a deep squat, T-spine rotation. Now, when I do these, I'm going to squat down nice and low, kind of into that, we'll call it Asian squat stance, but I'm letting my heels come up off the ground. That's okay for this. I'm going to plant my hands here into the floor. I'm going to drive my right elbow into my right leg, and now I'm going to pick up my left hand, twist, and look up. Notice how as I'm doing that, my head isn't just stuck down like this. I'm letting my body rotate, looking up nice and high at that hand, and then I'm going to switch sides. So I'm going to plant my left hand into the ground. My weight kind of shifts into my left leg as I loosen up the weight in my right, and then I'm going to look up the other side. So you'll just floss side to side, work for a full 45 seconds of work. Then you'll take 15 seconds of rest. Then we're going to move into our butterfly shoulder opener. All you need to do here, place your hands on the back of your head, and you're going to bring your elbows here together to touch in front of you, and then pull them all the way back. Pause there at the end, and then bring them all the way in, touch, all the way back out. You'll work for that 45 seconds of work. Then take your 15 seconds of rest. Okay, so if you're still with me, we're going to be working next. We're going to keep our same kind of timing schedule. So 45 seconds of work, 15 seconds of rest. We're going to go through 4 rounds of the following moves, and I'm going to go through those right now. First one we're going to do is a weighted knee 90. So you're going to need your dumbbell kind of close. I'm going to go grab mine, set my clock to my 45 seconds and 15 seconds of rest. Now, if you don't have access to a timer or an interval timer, you can just set a stopwatch and then make it go off. You stop at 45 seconds and then you rest until the full minute is up. But if you need to, go ahead and download an interval timer off of whatever, Apple Store, Google Play, whatever you guys use, and it's super simple. Most of them are free too, and can be really helpful when you're keeping time. So I'm going to grab my dumbbell here, bring it into my chest. I'm going to plant my feet in the ground. And now I'm going to do my weighted knee 90. So I'm going to drop my knees down to the left. I'm going to keep this weight here in my chest, and I'm going to come up onto my left leg, and now I'm going to try to slowly work my way down, controlled, until I get back on the floor with my butt. Then I'm going to switch sides, with my legs here. Now I'm on my right side, pop up, and then nice and slow all the way down and controlled, and then switch. So for some reason that's not going to work for you. You're like, Blaze, what the hell are you doing? The way that you can do this is you can take the load away and plant your hands here behind you. So now I'm going to drop my knees down here. If I need to, I can take my hands up, move them, give myself a little bit of an assist on the way up, and then try to control yourself the way down still the whole way. Plant your hands back behind you, floss your legs back to the other side, pop up, and then nice and slow, controlled on the way back down. So that's the way that you can do it. Again, we don't make excuses, we just make adjustments in this training program. So next thing we're gonna do, after our 45 seconds of work, 15 seconds of rest, is we're gonna grab our dumbbell here, and we're gonna get into a single arm farmer's carry march. The way this is gonna look, dumbbells in my right hand, my left hand can either go out to the side here at my waist, whatever you wanna do. And then you're just gonna march one knee up at a time. The goal is you don't have to march fast. The goal is to keep your hips from doing one of these numbers and your body from kind of coming down like this. So I'm gonna keep my hips nice and straight. That's why sometimes a hand out is good, because it can make you honest with your hip position, or here on your hips. You can kind of find something on the wall to look at to kind of keep you there. You'll march. After your 45 seconds are up, you're gonna switch sides after your 15 seconds of rest. Pick it up, go on the other side. Next thing we're gonna do is an alternating dumbbell clean, single arm. So the way this starts, the dumbbell is gonna start here at your feet. I'm gonna reach down, grab it with my left side. I'm gonna shoot my butt through, and I'm gonna almost like clean the weight right up here to my shoulder. Then I'm gonna bring it down, set it down, switch arms, and then clean. The biggest thing is this is not a curl. The way that the weight is coming up is from my hips hinging and popping forward, and then my arm is really just a lever, and I'm just trying to catch the weight here at the top. So if you're feeling this in your biceps, we are not shifting our weight back and hip hinging properly to be able to swing the weight up and then catch it here in the hands the way you're supposed to. So we're gonna work, again, that full 45 seconds. We'll take our 15 seconds of rest, and then last, but not least, we're gonna get into our bottom loaded pulse squats. The way these look, your legs will be nice and wide. I like to almost imagine like toes pointed off a 45-degree angle, almost like to the corners of the room, if you happen to be in a room instead of outside. I'm gonna pick my weight up here by the top, and what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna pulse at the bottom third of this squat pattern for the whole time. So I'm gonna be here for the full 45 seconds of work. I'm just gonna be living right here in this stance. I don't want you dropping your chest. We'll stay nice and tall and proud and work for the full 45 seconds of work. Your legs should be on fire. After we rip through all of those moves, we're gonna go through 3 more times. So 4 total rounds. If you're doing the math at home, 20 minutes of work in the working set after your mobility warm up. Good luck. Let us know how you guys do. We'll see you in the next video. Later.